Hi everyone, I'm Joanne from TrueAuthenticPower.com, and I'm also the creator of the program Catapulting to Confidence. I wanted to do a video today because I've been just surrounded by this same information all over the place that I think has to be clarified. So, I am an entrepreneur and I had a former career as a salesperson, successful salesperson, and loved my job. And then a bunch of unexpected life events took me way off course. And rather than going back to sales and quotas and making money for someone else, I decided to become an entrepreneur. So I developed a private practice with using tools that are subconscious and energetic to get blocks out of the way, to clear out things that are keeping people stuck and unmotivated and unfulfilled and all that kind of stuff. So, but of late, I've been around a lot of entrepreneurs, and I hear such tension. I hear such tightness, such pushing and doing, and have to do this and 88 million things. But yet I'm hearing they can't sleep. I'm hearing high blood pressure at younger ages. I'm hearing hair falling out. I'm hearing GERD and diagnoses of this and that at young ages. And I'm thinking, all right, it's all fine and good to make a boatload of money, but I want to kind of bring a different bend to the story. Anybody can have something look fabulous on Facebook. You can have zillions of followers. You can have Twitter accounts and Instagram accounts and any other accounts on social media and do this and that. But the bottom line is people do what they think is going to bring a reward that they want and bring happiness, or bring fulfillment, or bring safety or security. So if you were thinking about, how much money do you want to make, or it could be 5 million, it could be 10 million, it could be 100,000. I don't know, pick a number. It doesn't matter. What matters is, why do you want that? Because I'm telling you, if you can start to focus on that now, it will be much more fulfilling down the line. And here's why I know. In my private practice, I have worked with oodles of people from all walks of life, blue collar, white collar, different ages, up to 84. And I've worked with entrepreneurs. I've worked with people who work for other people, who have, stay-at-home moms, and just soup to nuts of a variety of people. And one of the things that really struck me was that a lot of the older clients that I worked with, and I had somebody who really loved my work and told a lot of people about me and was in the age bracket of older entrepreneurs or older employees, older people. Let's just be general, older people. And one of the things that was really striking to me was the unfulfillment and I did this and I pushed this, and it didn't matter the level of success. I've worked with multimillionaires, several of them. But you can show a really nice vision and post and do things and create a fabricated life. I've worked with a lot of people who had, Facebook pages that were glorious and looked so happy and happy family, and I'm this and I'm doing that and I'm so and I was getting the real story behind the scenes. So that's the first thing I want to tell you. Don't necessarily believe the story don't believe the picture. What I want you to get in touch with is there are a lot of products and programs. I have them too. But here's what I want you to get to is, why do you want what it is you're doing? What is it you think it's going to bring for you? So if you have a desire to make a lot of money, what do you think that's going to bring to you? It's probably not that you want all the paper of the money in the bank or in some other form. It's what you think it's going to bring for you, what you think it's going to do for you. Will it bring safety? Will it bring financial security? Will it make you feel like you finally have choices? There's certain criteria that you're looking for by that thing that you want. So many products and programs, especially entrepreneur products and programs, are about the to-dos. And a lot of them, especially with younger entrepreneurs, are just regurgitating what the older entrepreneurs have told them. But what is it you want from that journey? What is it you're trying to get? Switch it to love. What is it you want from a relationship? It's not just that you want to have a sidekick just so you can have somebody in your life. What do you think that's going to bring to you? How is that going to enhance your life? Here's the mistake I hear, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it because it's all about what you're giving, what you can provide, what you can do. And that's a wonderful thing. And yes, that needs to be part of the process. But if you are left out of the mix, if you are not enjoying the journey, if you are not in the part of the joy of the journey, really, I've met too many people on the other side of that coin, on the older end of, some of their lives saying, what the heck have I been doing? I've been running around doing what I thought I should do, doing all the things that I was told would work, would bring me XYZ. Where the heck is the reward? How come? And I see the same pattern. The avenues may be different of how people go about getting things. The pursuit may look a little different, but the pursuit is the same. It's what is it going to bring me? How will I feel when I get XYZ? How will it enhance my life? And if you leave that out of the picture, I promise you, somewhere there's going to be some reevaluation saying, what the heck was I doing? How come, I didn't pay attention to this sooner? A lot of people, when they're talking about midlife crisis, and I'm talking to you, young entrepreneurs, because you're going to hit this someday, hopefully, if you live long enough. The midlife crisis is about a reevaluation. It's not about a crisis at all. It's about saying, what the heck? I thought if I did XYZ, I'd get What I want to tell you is, though, that you can get the by programming in what you want, paying attention to it now, and having the universal energy, your subconscious mind, your internal energy work together in conjunction to bring that to you. Now, that may sound kind of hocus pocus. So many people are afraid of talking about energy with business. Oh my gosh, it is so intertwined. I can't even begin to tell you. It is not a woo-woo kind of thing. When you get what you want lined up and you are clear about how you want to feel about that, and you start using subconscious mind techniques and energy techniques to draw that to you, some people visualize, and that's all fine and good for creation. But are you visualizing how you want to feel? Are you visualizing that you want it to be easy? Are you visualizing certain criteria that you want? Are you visualizing? And I'm not talking that it has to fit a certain box. But when I'm talking about programming in what you want, do you want to feel safe? Do you want to feel secure? Do you want to feel loved? Do you want to feel fulfilled, happy, excited to get up in the morning? I hear a lot of people pushing, doing this, doing that, doing skitty 8 million things, stressing themselves out. They've got a boatload of health issues, thinking that that's a separate criteria. There was one woman recently that had said, I've got this and this and this and this. I mean, a list of a whole bunch of stressor kind of things. I'm handling it pretty well, but I've got this physical stuff going on. Honey, that's part of the same scenario. You can't, everybody talks about mind, body, spirit stuff. But if you're so busy putting out, doing, going, doing books, doing podcasts, doing this, doing that, if you have an unexpected surprise that's going to cause you stress after that, I'm telling you, you're not going to have any coping. What I'm trying to suggest to you is learn some tools that can program in the criteria that you want, program in some of the joys, the passions, don't leave that to chance. When you're to doing and you're following somebody else's program, of course, or their modules, or this is how you have to do it, do the 1, 2, 3 step. If that doesn't feel good to you, I promise you, it's going to leave you unfulfilled. And I've worked with a lot of people that were very unfulfilled saying, what the heck? I did all I was supposed to do. How come it didn't happen? They're depleted. They're frustrated. They're still running the same loops and patterns they did when they were in their 20s. What I'm trying to suggest to you is it's all fine and good to want dreams and goals. And those are wonderful things. And you can get those by visualizing. But don't leave out your joy. When I have been in certain membership groups and I have joined different things just to see what's going on, how other people are doing things, what the chat is about, what the behind the scenes talk it is about. And I am stunned. If I was a new entrepreneur going into some of those chat sessions and that's all I saw, I hear frustration, I hear overwhelm, I hear I can't do it, I hear, oh, just, think about it differently or reframe. If you don't change your subconscious belief of what created that in the first place, if you don't change your energy about why that keeps revisiting, if you don't see and feel about it in a different way, you can be pursuing the wrong path that at the end you're going to say, really? I thought there was going to be so much more than this. It's all fine and good to go after and to pursue and to, you know, get big rewards. And I'm certainly not telling you not to do that. What I'm saying is, don't forget the joy of the journey. One of the things that really struck me was there was an artist who had put out his first CD and it was getting played on the radio. That's a big deal. That's not an easy feat. If it were, you'd hear a lot more variety of a lot more artists. It's not an easy thing to do. And it almost kind of got, his reaction was surprising to me. This is a big deal. Get excited about it. Enjoy the journey. You will never have that first again. You will never have the first time that you perform with a certain performer that you love or being on a stage with a certain criteria. Enjoy the journey. It's all fine and good to want what you want, but make sure you're having a good time along the way, because you don't know. Your journey could end tomorrow. It could end next week. You want to get the joy and the nurturing and the support of the things that you want, of why you're doing the things you're doing now. And you can do that with a technique called tapping. I'm all about EFT tapping. I've seen it create miracles for myself. I've seen it create miracles for other people. And some people will look at that like, what are you, crazy? That's so woo-woo stuff. That doesn't. Okay, then I'd like to know why I saw these miracles happen with so many clients, why I saw these miracles happen with me, how I saw using tools to reprogram your subconscious mind and change your energy, why they have spectacular results. If you've not gotten anywhere, if you are stuck, if you are hitting the same walls and you're pushing all the time to get this done and that done, and you're so busy and you're working 18 hours a day, and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know how you might be missing out on joy today. Make time for it. Figure out what it is you want. And I would suggest to you to use a tool like tapping. You can go to my website. Yes, I have products and programs too, but I don't want people to use it that this doesn't resonate with. I wouldn't want to suggest to you, here, go buy this product that I think is fabulous, if it feels like crap for you, if it doesn't fit you, if it's not in your alignment. It's like, no, that doesn't. Yeah, it may get a result, but at what cost? It may get a result, but how long are you going to have to be doing something you don't want to do? If you get clear, you get really clear on what you want, you can start programming that energy in. I changed my clients from people who were wanting to, I was dealing with a lot of ill people. I don't know how, well, I know how I developed that, but that's for another story. But I was getting, let's just say, clients that I didn't want. And I started getting clear on what do I want instead. I wanted people who could afford to pay for me. I wanted people who didn't ask me about insurance, because if you're coming for an ache or pain or something like that, yeah, energy work can work on that too. But I didn't want to deal with those kind of clients. I started getting clear on what I wanted, and it changed my clientele. I didn't have to do really a whole lot extra, except I listened to the nudges. I listened to the guidance. I listened to the things that were coming to me that wouldn't leave me alone, that were like, pay attention, I'm trying to get your attention. Here, listen to this message. That's your guidance. That's your intuition. Pay attention to that. Don't just be a follower like sheep, where you're going after the same thing that everybody else is going after. Make sure it works for you. Make sure you're enjoying it, because if it does work for you, you're probably going to be doing it for a while. So you want to have a good time, right? I just thought it was worth saying, because I hear a lot of angst, a lot of tension, a lot of pressure, a lot of overwhelm, so how long do you think you're going to be able to keep that up without your body starting to say, hey, honey, this is not okay. You're on the wrong path. You're too overwhelmed for too long. And heaven help you if you should have some unexpected things, events, people, situations that you didn't see coming that are big stressors on top of that. It can flatten you. I'm telling you, flat out. I've seen that. I've seen it in my own life. It flattened me because I didn't have tools to cope with the journey, to program in the joy of the journey, which is why I'm telling you this message. I'm Joanne from TrueAuthenticPower.com. I hope it helps. Enjoy your journey. That's part of the whole thing of living. Till next time. Bye-bye.